The first thing is majority of the time, you are not educating them about the product, but actually educating them about the basic of blockchain 101. And majority of your time are actually teaching them how to create a wallet. I think that's the first very funny and fundamental part of working with a lot of layman users is that before you actually introduce them what LikeCoin is or what decentralized publishing is, you need to create wallet and why it matters to you. So I think that's the first part where you need a lot of patience to fill the gap between Web3 and Web2 world. So that's the first thing. And I guess the second thing we observe is that we see a transition between, at least from 2019 to today, 2022, is because the social context is a little bit different now. I remember when we first started on Cosmos and start to onboard users using our plugin, let's say on WordPress, people are actually very intimidated about creating wallets and all those stuff going on blockchain, or why do we need to store on IPFS? However, because of where I came from, the social context tell them, hey, there are actually things that could be disappeared one day in just one night. Even it could be a 30 years old newspaper, or it could be as simple as your Twitter account or Facebook account that could be got deleted in just one night. And you actually spend your entire 10 years of time and effort building all your social graph, writing all your blogs, even all your content. Some people even craft a lot of good status on their Twitter. You see all the Twitter storm or even on Facebook. And when they experience those situations firsthand, I mean, knowing something could be disappeared, they start to realize what we have been telling them is a solution towards a problem right now. So I guess is the learning for us too is sometimes we need to wait for certain social context to happen to let the layman or majority of the mass understand why this matter. That was quite a very remarkable month for us, especially in the past 2 years, where we see a spark in adoption of what we built, especially the tools that we have in place. People start to reach out to us instead of us reaching out to them. So I guess this is a very interesting atmosphere and user adoption observation compared to a lot of different projects. Thirdly, I think is also because a lot of Web3 projects, they don't really have the right tool to onboard laymen without technical knowledge. Especially we work with writers and journalists, meaning the expertise is in writing, meaning they don't have understanding on any technical work. And so you actually need to prepare a lot of documentation, a lot of tutorial, and a lot of walkthrough in person. That will take a lot more time than getting people on board to any DeFi projects. They will instantly get, because they like trading, they're already in the atmosphere of being in FX or traditional trading. So when they adopt DeFi projects, it's much more easier. But compared to us, when it's a product that merged into Web2 user flow, it's a little bit hard and you need a lot of more workflow.